You're right on time for the news feed. A very good afternoon. My name is Hemini Gilda Mugeni. Now, the new Inspector General of Police, Japhet Koome, has promised to deal with gangs that have cropped up recently, terrorizing Kenyans. Koome has assured all Kenyans that he will work according to the Constitution in discharging his mandate. Koome is taking up the role following the resignation of Hilary Mutyambai due to health reasons.
Under the direction of the National Police Service, or by reason of any office or employment held by me pursuant to the National Police Service Act, so help me God. I wish to state na kusema ya kwamba tuko na maofficers wa polisi who are very professional. 98% we have no issues with them. Maybe just 2%. And we are really being assisted by the Commission, the IPOA, other oversight bodies. Again, we have the critical mass within the police to manage the 2%. But we are very professional police service. Kwa hivyo hawa kora wako kule nje wanafikiria watatishia maisha ya wananchi. That will not happen. Mkora ambaye anafikiria atatembea na kisu huko nje, anandunga mwananchi na kisu kwa kisu. Mkora ako na bunduki, utafanya mwananchi mtukufu aumie. That will not happen.
Our youth are also guided and counseled towards meaningful engagement. You know the challenges we are facing, the challenges of drug abuse, the challenges of radicalization of our youth, and this is nothing that can be achieved by one agency alone. It doesn't matter how well resourced or professional you are as the police, we must work with the people. The people are central, and indeed we have the best constitution in the world.
Elsewhere, the High Court has postponed sentencing date of 3 police officers and a police informer convicted in the murder of lawyer Willie Kimani, Josephat Mwenda and Joseph Mweruri to the 16th of December this year. Judge Daniel Ogembo, who presided over the proceedings on behalf of Lady Justice Lesit, ordered for the sentencing to be made on the 16th of December by Lady Justice Lesit. The main suspects in the case are former Mlolongo police officers Frederick Laliman, Leonard Mwangi, Stephen Cheburate and Sylvia Wanjiku. The 3 died on the 23rd of June 2016 and bodies recovered at a river near Odonyo Sabuk in North River just a week after they mysteriously disappeared from the Mavoko lockouts.
States by the defense are at liberty to file any further submissions that they wish to. Number 3, that counsel for accused number 1 and 2 would be served to attend court before the trial judge for submissions on sentencing. We'll have this matter fixed before the trial judge, Justice Lesit, on 16th of December 2022. I believe we have covered all the issues. Okay.
Mimi nikiwa huko Chela, mwili yangu imekataa chakula kabisa. Chakula ambayo ninatumia tu ukali, na hiyo ndio chakula yangu. Na hiyo si mwingine ambaye pipo ukali na pipo ngeni na mimi. So nilikuwa naomba GOtv apate kunisaidia. Mimi nilipewa tu cabbage na viazi na ukali na maziwa.
Also, President William Ruto says he is keen on improving the welfare of all Kenyans in all parts of the country. Part of the plan includes transforming the Kibra slum into an estate. He spoke during an association of pension trustees and administrators of Kenya stakeholders meeting in Nairobi. He said 5,000 housing units were already under construction in the area, with a similar number said to be launched progressively. The Kenya Kwanza administration, he said, aims at ensuring all government projects benefit all Kenyans equally.
because I undertook to the people of Kenya that we have to relook at our debt situation as a country. And that is the reason why I have instructed the Ministry of Finance to work with all the other ministries so that we can shave off 300 billion shillings from this budget of this year. It's not a simple assignment. It's not an easy thing to do, but I promise you we will do it because it's the right thing to do. We will have to delay some of the projects we have. We will have to postpone some of them. We will have to relook at some of the interventions. I have seen reports that we have slowed down on trips abroad and many of the other things, and made sure that we are removing the fat from our budget. I promise you, because I will not be the president that will continue the journey of taking our country into debt. It's going to be a difficult choice, but I don't see an option. We just have to make those choices. So, and we are going to rationalize the budget and be able to look at what else we can do even next year.
As well, spiritual leaders in Narok County have called on politicians who have filed cases in court challenging the election outcome to withdraw immediately in a bid to boost cohesion and integration in the county. Led by Anglican Churches of Kenya, SCK Archbishop Jackson Sapit, the leaders called on gubernatorial aspirant in the last general election, Moitalel Ole Kent, and former Narok Governor Samuel Tunai, who was vying for the senatorial seat, to withdraw the cases they had filed in court. He said this will give a chance for the leaders to seek for an alternative dispute resolution formula that will be to all the parties involved. Sapit spoke at Africa Hope Center in Narok Town, where he was accompanied by the Masai Council of Elders Chairman Kelina Olenchoi, Narok Pastors Fellowship Chairman Peter Nakola, and host of top supporters of Ole Kent, Ole Sapit, who hails from Narok County, said the conversations were the initial stages to unite all the county leaders who participated in the last year's general elections.
Na tunajua uchaguzi mara kwa mara inawacha jamii nyingi zikiwa zimetengana, ambayo inaweza kutusaidia kuchangia kupatikana kwa umoja wa jamii na umoja yetu katika kukaa kwetu katika kaunti hii na kaunti zingine. Na tukaona uchaguzi uliopita imetuacha na hiyo utengano, kuomba yeyote ambaye ameweka kesi juu ya mwingine katika jamii hii kotini kwa sababu ya mambo ya siasa na uchaguzi uliopita, tumekuja kukaa chini viongozi hao wote na kusema tuondoe kesi hizo ili tuweze kutafuta namna na mbinu ambayo tutakaa chini tena baada ya hii kutafuta umoja ya wale wote ambao wanaongoza, kwa sababu tuna imani na tunaamini ya kwamba watu wakikaa pamoja wataweza kufanya mambo yao makubwa na kuachieve katika nyanja zote ambayo watakuwa wanaendelea. Lakini watu wakitengana itakuwa ni mfurutano. Aliyekuwa anawania kiti ya governor Moitalel Ole Kent aweze kuondoa kesi yake kotini. Tunaomba pia aliyekuwa gavana wa Narok Samuel Ole Tunai ambaye aliweka kesi kotini dhidi ya Senator Ledama pia aweze.
Now, parties allied to the Kenya Kwanza outfit are expected to square it out in the Bungoma senatorial race that is just 26 days away. Both Kenya Kwanza and Ford Kenya have fronted candidates in what some say could weaken odds for the coalition in the by-election that has attracted 10 candidates. As of this hour, 9 out of the 10 aspirants who had declared interest have been cleared by the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission.
senatorial race is heating up days to the by-election set for the 8th of December this year. The poll will also feature some friendly fire, with both Ford Kenya and UDA parties under the Kenya Kwanza faction presenting candidates. The National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula's led party Ford Kenya has fronted Wafula Wakoli, his long-term aide, as flag bearer for the race.
Tarehe 8 mwezi wa Disemba, mnikumbuke. Mimi na Mungu wangu na moyo wangu, I will not let you down. I will stand with you. I will walk with you. I will defend you. I will run with you.
The UDA party on its part has fronted Mwambu Mabonga, who is enjoying support from, among others, Kakamega Senator Dr. Boni Khalwale.
Wetangula did not become speaker because of the votes of Ford Kenya. He became speaker because of the 145 members of parliament of UDA. If the 5 members of Ford Kenya had voted for Wetangula, he would have gotten 5 votes.
Sasa tumemalizana na IEBC, tunaanza safari yetu to sell our agenda kwa watu wa Bungoma.
All Bungoma County MPs and the Ford Kenya party have laid their support behind Wafula Wakoli. Kimilili Member of Parliament Didmas Barasa, who won on a UDA party ticket, has also publicly declared to support a Ford Kenya flag bearer.
Kidia UDA wako wengi seneta katika Senate. Ford Kenya ilikuwa moja peke yake, na ndio hii tusipoteze sura ya Ford Kenya katika Senate. Simba ingurume ndani ya Senate.
Kila mwamba ngoma huvutia kwake. Na mimi nasema ya kwamba mtoto paka haiwezi za mbwa.
Niko kwa chama ya Ford Kenya. Sasa mimi nitaangalia, unajua tulikuwa nasema ukienda kujisaidia lazima uangalie kama ni mwanaume upepo unaenda wapi. Bure unaweza kujiharibia nguo. Lakini tayari najua nimeanza kuona, na Mungu anisaidie tuwe na senator ambaye tutashirikiana kwa kufanya kazi, the one that will fit in the shoes of Senator Moses Wetangula.
Wakati chama ya Ford Kenya iliungana na UDA, walikuwa na MOU na sisi. Kuna nafasi ya senator wa Ford Kenya kutoka Bungoma katika Senate ya Nairobi huko. Tukichagua mwingine, hiyo nafasi itakuja kupotea.
The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission today cleared UDA's Mwambu Mabonga, Enoch Makoha, Julius Masinde, and Raydon Munoko, who will be vying as independent candidates. Enoch Makoha, who is trying his luck for the first time, states that today's politics does not rely on parties, urging Bungoma residents to vote their leader regardless of prominent leaders and parties.
Party today is nothing. People believe the face of somebody will perform and do the job. So the kind of people coming in the name of coming from the big parties, that one will not be an issue to me. My aim is to focus and give a good peace to my people of Bungoma to make sure that we are all equally in terms of campaigning.
Quite a fierce battle expected in the Bungoma senatorial race. The by-election is scheduled for the 8th of December. Now, the judiciary has operationalized the small claims court in Meru as part of its efforts to bring services closer to the people who mostly have claim disputes not exceeding 1 million shillings. The courts will determine any civil claims relating to contracts for sale and supply of goods and services, money held and received, set-offs and counterclaims on contractual claims, liability in torts involving damage and compensation for personal injuries. The proceedings in the small claims court are flexible and straightforward, allowing unrepresented petitioners to prosecute their cases without difficulty. The judiciary's vision, according to Chief Justice Martha Koome, is to develop 100 small claims courts across the country by the end of the year.
Through the timely disposal of all proceedings, using the least expensive method and reasonable court fees. So we are hoping that the success that we've had in other sessions will be replicated here in Meru, so that by the end of the financial year we are coming to say that we have met the objective of the court here, which is one of which is to reduce the cost and the time for businesses in Meru and the Meru people to have the
establishment of the court, and especially here in Meru. I think we are headed somewhere. And I hope, as the adjudicator stated and our chief magistrate, that they will deem it fit to also have another adjudicator perhaps stationed in Maua and another one in Kobo. Generally, as Marians, we are a litigious society. It is inherent in us. So we will need quite a number of those adjudicators.
Over to Isiolo County, where police have adapted the use of drones to help in nabbing drugs and aliens traffickers in Isiolo County as criminal cases begin to escalate in the region. In the latest incident, police shot dead two armed militia who were escorting dozens of illegal immigrants at Duma area in Meriti sub-county. A shootout between police officers on patrol and the armed criminals ensued, lasting for nearly an hour after the latter fired at a police vehicle while the officers were in. Some of the criminals who were riding on motorcycles while escorting the aliens who were on foot managed to escape. The incidents has been confirmed by Isiolo County Commissioner Geoffrey Omonding, who said that police will do whatever it takes to find more human traffickers in the route that has become notorious for drugs and alien traffickers trying to avoid a multi-agency checkpoint at Archer's Post in Samburu.
We have upscale our fight against illegal drugs and also illegal immigrants from passing our place. So yesterday, 9th at 20 hours, 2 p.m., our security people were able to intercept some of these criminals, and these criminals fired at our police officers. So there was fierce exchange of fire, and the two criminals lost their lives. Then we were able to recover, to arrest 30 people that time. Then after that, our officers continued to search that cut line, and they were able to recover, to arrest further 40 migrants. So we were able to arrest 70 in total migrants who are being escorted by armed militia using motorcycles towards Yamiche.
Now, with Makueni County being one of the most affected by the ongoing drought, county stakeholders have embarked on an enhanced tree planting initiative. The National Syndemic Disease Council Coordinator for the Lower Eastern Region, Wanza Mutuku, together with Makueni Polytechnic students, planted 300 trees, seeking to take advantage of the onset of the rainy season. Wanza says that they have already planted 450 trees in Booni constituency, and their target is around 1,000 trees by the end of this year. She also took the opportunity to sensitize the students on rising cases of HIV and AIDS infections ahead of the World AIDS Day, which is held on the 1st of December each year.
We are going to roll out a tangible plan that will translate into economic development of this region. We also signed specific county-based economic charters. Here in Migori, we are interested in ensuring that there is optimal utilization of the fishing industry so that we extract fish from the lake. We are interested in revitalizing the sugar sector so that Sony can operate at optimal capacity levels.
Tunaenda kuhakikisha ya kwamba irrigation schemes are functional na wakaaji wa sehemu hizi za Nyatike waweze kutoa chakula chao, waweze kupata namna ya kujiimarisha kimaisha, kuweza kupata.
Drought has affected over 29 counties, with Samburu, Marsabit, Isiolo, Turukana, Garissa areas affected. Also, Machakos is in the list, with government putting in place measures to, redeem to alleviate the situation. Most residents have started receiving food aid from the government in a program that was launched by Deputy President and President William Ruto last week. Now, moving on, it will be a relief for learners joining nursery school in Busia County after the incoming Education CEC Pamela Award promised to restart the school feeding program. This is after it emerged that most learners have not been attending class due to lack of food. Teachers have welcomed the proposal, saying it will boost education levels in the county.
on a feeding for children around this time. Seeing with children, I have taken an advantage to...
Ya muhimu sana kuangazia umuhimu kwa maneno ya watoto wa chekechea ambao ni ECD institutions, ama kupatia watoto chakula cha mchana ama kinywaji wakati wako shuleni, na hiyo huchangia mara nyingi sana kwa kuwasaidia watoto kukaa shuleni na kukuwa na moyo wa kutaka kwenda kusoma.
The process of initiating a feeding program for all ECD children. The program has already been anchored in the CIDP, and due course, after the Assembly has legislated over it, it will start its implementation. There was need to develop a framework that will be able to have a feeding program to enable our children be in school.
Feeding program itakuwa imepunguzia wazazi mzigo ambao itaweza kusaidia sana. Hizi darasa za chekechea zijengwe kwa wingi kwa sababu ndio msingi. Kwa muda mrefu wamekuwa wajazingatia, lakini nashukuru county government pia imeanza kulipa walimu wa chekechea. Pia wazazi watakuwa na mzigo kupunguzwa kwa sababu sasa kama walimu wa chekechea watakuwa nalipwa na county government, so itakuwa tu mzazi kazi ni kumleta mtoto shule.
Now, in a bid to realize President Ruto's plan to annually deliver 200,000 affordable housing units, Buxton Point, a housing project in partnership with the county government of Mombasa, has taken up the mandate as they look forward to realize the task. Ruto's administration, through the new Cabinet Secretary for Lands, Housing and Urban Development, Zakaria Mwangi Njeru, has welcomed partnerships between devolved governments and private developers to inject funds into the affordable housing projects to ensure no Kenyan lives in deplorable conditions.
Tumeweza kufanya kazi vizuri sana na Mombasa County Government na Kenya Power and Lighting na Kunha na Kera, kuweza kuangalia vipi tutaweza kufanya mambo ya kuweza kuifanya hii estate iwe functional. Okay, so tunawashukuru, lakini na pia sasa tunataka wao pia wajitahidi zaidi kuweza kutusaidia. Okay, pia tuko katika front line ya kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweka sewer system nearby Buxton, not only to serve Buxton but to serve even the environs of Buxton.
Mradi huu umenisaidia kwa maisha yangu, nashukuru, na kuja hapa na rauka nafanya kazi yangu. Mimi niko department ya safety. Kusema kweli nashukuru, kwenye maisha yangu yameimprove kidogo, niko sawa kimaisha sasa.
When you have a project like this, there is development of infrastructure. Sewage inaimproviwa, barabara zinatengenezwa vizuri, because this project demands that you have such upgrade in Mombasa and
The 42-member Presidential Working Party on Education Reforms today engaged stakeholders in Machakos to get their views on the new education system. In the public participation forum that was held at Machakos Girls High School, the stakeholders largely involved education officials, students, teachers and parents. Stakeholders who presented views to the committee raised some issues over the competency-based curriculum, with majority of them suggesting certain areas to be amended in order to improve the systems. According to the Kenya National Union of Teachers, NAT, Yata branch chairperson Kasimba Ngui, CBC should not be done away with but strengthened. His sentiments were echoed by Kupel Chair Machakos Ibrahim Gunga, who called on government to equip all classes.
It's one thing. For example, like I said, classrooms have been built, but this is not full infrastructure. It's not about classrooms. It's about equipping the schools with equipment. For example, we have laboratories. We have, like in junior secondary, we have